So Fitness on University, me, Coco Chanel Jones, and Side Hustle Mentor, my brother, we created an online university in 2020 because they were all the gyms were closed. All of the personal trainers in the world, just like everybody, didn't have a place to go. People needed content and they needed online content and they needed places to go, like websites and stuff, funnels and such like that. How do you rank in SEO? All these questions were coming up, and fitness professionals didn't have the answer for it. So we're going to give them the answer for it, and we're going to create Fitness Online University, which is literally in a continuous learning place for fitness entrepreneurs to not only keep up with your content, with your social media, to keep your funnels up to date and like top notch, creating your online offers, what pricing you should use, how to market on and offline. Like it's literally a university that constantly teaches you, because it's not just us. We also start bringing in different people in the industry, experts who have already done it, to come and talk. Just because of we're blessed to have a lot of connections, and so that in itself, creating that business. Now here we are in 2024. It's literally it's just like a stable in the industry, and so that in itself kind of took over, and that was wild. And that's on top of 1,000 other things I got going on. So yeah, that's what Fitness on University is, and that's what happened in 2020. So we literally was sitting here, how do we scramble? How do we put this together to change the industry and help the industry create this unique platform? And that's what happened in 2020. And so with that, man, I started not running as much. And yeah, do I run here and there? I do, but not as much as I used to.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Because talk about a little bit about those the running brand that actually reached out to you and gave you that deal.
Wow, come
And
on now.
since I've met you, you've had that deal. So I was like, that's impressive that you held it that long. Because
Yes.
sometimes I've had deals and it lasts 6 months and we just move on to something else.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is the deal with Mizuno Running USA. Shout out to Mizuno.
Yep.
I wish I could show you, like I don't want to move
Go ahead
my
and grab
camera
one.
and show you.
Yeah, yeah, grab one.
Hold on, I'll
You got
show
one
you
close
like
by?
well, I could I was gonna, let's see. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so he's gonna go grab one of these shoes. So when I met him, he was doing these. He had this running brand reach out to him, and this brand has so many dope colors. And he kind of told me about how they initially reached out to him, and then how he was able to kind of grow their content in a different way. And here he
Yeah,
is.
you can see the logo here, Mizuno. So it's a running company. It's global running company, and Mizuno, by the way, not is not just a local brand in the United States. It's global, so it's based in Japan, and they're not just in running, but in like golf and
They are.
what am I? Why am I brain freeze? In golf and volleyball and different baseball. Like literally, they create like content for.
They have
And
cleats too and stuff like that.
say again.
They have baseball cleats and things like that too.
Yeah, and they actually make stuff for the Atlanta Braves still here too, right here in
Oh,
Atlanta. So
cool.
like their apparel, so like it's huge in the fitness space, huge in sports in general,
Mhm.
right? And so like they reached out to me based on some content that I made in 2017. They saw that I did some really dope running content. So 2018, they invited me to an ambassador night, to an influencer night for these new sneakers that they were promoting.
Mhm.
I came there, did the headquarters, did the Hell campaign, but guess what? There was like 20 other influencers there.
For
And
hold on, CJ. For the people like me who don't know what influencer night is, what goes on there?
yeah, I am speeding kind of fast, like influencer night. You're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So influencer night, what that was is like invited me and about, like I said, about 20 other select people that they saw had dope content on social media, and they brought us to their headquarters. Which is, if you guys are in Atlanta, they have a store here in Atlanta, near the Battery where the Atlanta Braves play. So then we went to the Mizuno store and they said closed it for the night, and they had drinks, they had food, they had free merch for us when we walked in,
So they just
sneakers.
wine
They
and
were
dine
giving
with you guys. Just
wine
wine and
and dine based off
okay.
of Instagram posts, bro.
Okay, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Wine and dine. Like it was super dope. And
Yeah.
it was my first time experiencing that.
Mhm.
And I was like, man, this is super dope. And what do I always do? I create content.
Yep.
And I know it's so crazy because I know when you guys watch this podcast, if it's 2024 or even beyond that, it's such a thing now for people to do recaps, people everywhere they go, they do recap, but they were not doing that consistently in 2017, 2018. Like it just
No.
wasn't happening. Everywhere you go, you do a recap. Like now people go on a date night and like my date recap. Like I don't need to see a date recap, but people do a recap for everything, right?
Yeah.
So
It's just easy content at the end of the day.
yeah, it's easy content. And I, particularly go around and I start interviewing people on the team and stuff. And so I'm very strategic and it's like it's not just about me. It's always about the people around me. It's always
Mhm.
about the people around me. And so, hey, I got to meet the Mizuno team. Let me get them on camera. Guess what? They're gonna remember that. Let me get the people who are putting on the event. Let me get some of the other influencers in my content, and I mix it all together. So it's not just me, 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 me. Like that's not how I do content. If I just don't.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
And
it's a lot.
so
Like, like
like he'll tell you, like I
yeah,
most of the he'll be like, damn, whose page is this?
because you meet people and then you start posting a bunch of their nice highlight. It's really good. Just go follow them, guys.
And so with the influencer night, that's where it started. And so, wine and dine us, and then the recap was super dope. But they gave us they give you these initiatives that you have to do as an influencer, that you have to these benchmarks, right? We
Mhm.
want you to do this many posts, this many stories, this many whatever, and they give you creativity on you some stuff, but these benchmarks you have to hit. Well, with that said, of course, I gotta exceed them, right? I gotta exceed them.
Yeah.
You blow them away. And so out of all those 2 dozen potential, influencers that were going to work with the company, even beyond that, I was the only one that beyond there still worked with them. They came back to me and said, hey, we want you to host the world's largest the world's largest 10K race right here in Atlanta. We want you to host it
Oh,
on our Instagram page.
oh, that's dope.
And I did. And it was a Peachtree Road race. So every year, if you're in the running community, every year, July 4th, the world's largest 10K is in Atlanta. The world's largest, over 60,000 people
60,000 people show up.
run. And they travel for all over the world, bro.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. 60,000 people.
And they run it over 6 miles.
That's nice. Wow.
That's crazy. They think that over 60,000 people who never run a day in their life come and they walk, they crawl, they push carts, they push themselves, they wheelchair their way up
Mhm.
over 6 miles, bro,
That's cool.
on 4th of July.